Hey everybody, and welcome to a new series in Planet Coaster. Welcome to Planet Raw. Yeah, today I am finally launching this little series, which will be not that big of a series, but it will be something quite unique, something I haven't done at all in Planet Coaster since the very beginning of the game, which is due to the fact that this game came out 2.5 years ago, and a lot of DLCs, updates, etc. have followed and definitely improved the game. But I tend to forget every now and then that this game also is played by people that do not own every single DLC, every single update, and so on and so forth. So, meaning I have no clue how the game plays in its original state by now. And I definitely wanted to know how that feels. First of all, to understand how the game is like once you do not have any of the updates. Updates you have, but the DLCs. And what you still can achieve with that game in the original non-DLC state. And this is why Planet Raw is founded. So I am really forcing myself to use this game in its un-DLC'd, if that even is a word, status, to try and max out the possibilities you have with the core game, so to say. And since we have this lovely community and a lovely community manager, and also the lovely Palenko fam, I thought it would be a great idea to basically do this for once, and everything I'm creating in here will be available later on as blueprint and as park, and as something that everybody in the entire I hit my microphone again, and welcome. It wouldn't be a Rudi series without hitting my microphone. And obviously it will be available for everyone. And this is literally speaking about everyone that owns the game, since there is no DLC and no TMT item and nothing else needed than the normal original game. And to make this even better, you guys can win a Palenko game, the core game. Isn't that great? So the only thing you have to do is to comment down below in the description why you want to have the game, to whom you want to give it, or if it's for yourself, and with a little bit of luck you will be the one that gets the base game, which is awesome, I think. And I have to say thanks again as always to Frontier, who offer me the key to give it away to you guys. And I think it's a good opportunity to also get some new people, and hopefully we're gonna get some new people with this Planet Raw series onto the channel, but also into the community of Planet Coaster that do not own the game for various reasons. And yeah, so I'm here to give you what is a fantastic game, and what is also a fantastic game in its core state, I can say. I was surprised by how many things you still have in the core game. However, you do notice that there is a certain lack of possibilities due to a lot of super great items that came with the DLCs. However, to start off your experience, you definitely need the core game first. And the comments will be judged for this week's episode, and next week on Wednesday, when the second episode will be dropping, it will be still a chance to drop a comment down below. So for those of you who still follow the series also onto the second episode, will have the chance to bring in a second voice, so to say. So if you put that in, you're highly welcome to do so, because this is simply increasing your chances to win the game. And yeah, that would be awesome. And I'm also picking a few others that will get some random game keys. As always, as you know, they are not that great, but I still wanna give the second and the third placed one in my ranking, which is totally subjective and totally random. To be honest, I don't want to do anything else than doing it random. But yeah, the more often you appear in the comment section, the better your chances are. It's as simple as this. And also because I want to bump up the comment and view game of this first video, and hopefully you guys can max out your chances also by sharing the video, liking it, and stuff like that. This will always help increase your interaction rate, and this will bump up your comment as well. So in the end, it would be awesome if you guys could also try and share that video to all of your friends who do not own the game potentially, and of whom do you think they should get the game, and maybe get this game by winning it over here. Anyways, that's enough for the general idea about this series. Now let's talk about what's happening in the background. So I have to say, First of all, this is my, I don't know, third, fourth, fifth iteration of the idea I had, and you've seen me doing this particular thing over here with the 25 years anniversary of Frontier, where I have built the park in the shape of the 25, and this was already a little test for this year. So I'm having this idea in mind for really a long time already. I was trying some different things to make kind of a park looking like some certain shape formed, and I wanted to do this really in detail this time. And so the 25 years was kind of a test if it also works with coasters and stuff, and it appeared that it does. So I went on and did some iterations on this park, and I tried to do it out of my mind, simply without having no real blueprint. But in the end I ended up with making this blueprint out of good old billboards. And yeah, that's what I ended up with. And yeah, you will see now a few more seconds of time lapse, and then you're gonna meet me in a lifetime checkup of the park, because unfortunately I lost the process of the second bit of today's episode, simply because I forgot to hit record, which is due to the fact that since people were complaining about this really annoying flickering FPS counter, I disabled that. And usually I see when it's lighting red, it's recording, it's lighting green, it's not. And yeah, since I disabled that, I didn't check it's still green because it was disabled, and I forgot to record. However, this is just a little side note here, which shouldn't interest you too much. However, see you in a bit in the live part, and until then, enjoy the last few seconds of the time lapse. Alright, so here we are in the promised live part of this video, and as you can see, quite a bit has changed in comparison to what you've seen in the time-lapse. So first of all, let me just quickly show you what I've changed is I've entirely swapped the way I use the path. So the idea was basically to first of all have the path within the logo and kind of create this coaster track, which is partly a coaster around, but also like a little bandage which goes around the globe. I wanted to have like the area for the coasters, but it appeared that the kind of creation of the path within the globe was a bit too hard, too finicky, too weird actually, and this is why I decided to go with a little bit of more yeah, just simple path layouting of the main shape of it, and then just leaving those middle shapes open. And I'm gonna theme this globe actually that way, so that also we're gonna repaint the track of this little coaster over here, which I've built as well. I'm gonna show you in a second. And I am wanting also to make sure that from every angle you look, that the color scheme is always fitting to the area it's in. So basically this track over here will be colored in gray, so that it does fit to the asphalt below it, and these little bits in here, so the middle open spaces, will all covered in green. We're gonna have some more coaster interaction over here, some custom supporting and stuff. This bit will also integrate into the foliage area, and then this little bit over here will be gray again, so that it always fits into the area it's in. We're gonna have two coasters in the end, one more high speed or kind of a more advanced coaster for the adults, and we're gonna have this coaster which will be a kids coaster, and hopefully fitting somewhat in this simple area over here, using this area around the little carousel. But this is pretty much everything I can squeeze in, and I decided to make this kind of a small footprint. For once, because I didn't want to make the billboard game too crazy, because as you can see, this is already pretty crazy what I did here. So let me just move that up so that you can see. Whoops, come on, there we go. So we already used 35 billboard pieces, and I didn't want to use even more of those, because this would, I mean, obviously, yes, I could have made it double the size, right? That would have given me some more space, but this would have been so much more space that this would kind of be an endless series again. I didn't want to do that in an endless series, like 10-ish episodes on this, and then be finished with this park, and I'm going to release that and never see it again. This is basically the main target here, and no, I just want to test myself in only using the main game items. As you can see, yes, I used the 25 years anniversary coaster over here. Gonna use Oh, wait a second, I can't even use this coaster. This is a mistake. I have to use another coaster because that's the DLC coaster. Why could I even choose this? I don't know. We have to delete that right away. Bam. See you later, alligator. I can't use you. Let me just check again if I'm right here. But I'm pretty sure it's a DLC coaster. So let me just give in the main game. But I'm pretty sure it's from the World Fair. So let me check again. The Interceptor shouldn't be in here again. No, you see, it's not in here. So, oh, you can actually now live see which coaster we take here. So I wanted to do a kids. I've never done this bit baby over here, but I feel like I have no space for it. We could do a mine train, but I feel like I don't know. Well, we could do a really kids mine train-ish thing here. I don't even know. Maybe this is the idea. I don't know. Maybe I'm waiting for your comments. But oh gosh, what? Wait, I remember we can kind of we can downsize the station by just deleting a few bits in the back, right? Yeah, that was. I remember that this works. So great. There we go. Oh, this is a tiny station. No, that's too tiny. Let me just go this way. Yeah, that's fine. And now let's move this into position again. Okay, this is too close. I want to have it like over here. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Not gonna build this right now. Let me just delete this piece over here, and then we can also switch the station to exactly the other way around. Great. This is exactly what I wanted, so that we can use the max of the space that we have available here. Boom, there we go. Mine train coaster built. Great. I feel like this is the best choice for a coaster, right? So I imagine that the layout could go really like go down here, go a little bit down into the bottom part, then just go into a tiny lift hill that already ends like yeah, pretty much over here, so that you do go down below this area over here, where we do have then to custom support this bit over here. We can go with a little bit of airtime, maybe in a tiny helix over here, if that even fits, I don't know, and then just switch back, go through here, and curve our way back, maybe even with a little bit of an up and down bunny hop thingies to go here, make another big helix, if that's even making any sense. I don't know if that's gonna work with the speed available, and then just curve back over here into the station. I think this could be the basic layout of a little bit of it should be a very kids related coaster. I think this is pretty much the best thing we can do. And yeah, this is about it. I mean, we can definitely put in some more shops here and there, but I just placed down 2-ish shop areas right now. We need a toilet, obviously, we need a staff room and stuff like that, so we do have to squeeze that somewhere, which I have no idea where yet, but we're gonna do this. And one thing I have to do, and I wanted to do this in the middle here, is I wanted to put a tunnel in here, which then is the entrance to the park, so that they all join from the middle of the park, or from the center of the park, center of the logo, because I feel like the logo will look very nice indeed when all the park is crowded. And obviously, yes, we're gonna build a little bit of nature around here so that this doesn't stand as empty as it is right now. So yeah, there will be a bit of stuff going on. Yeah, but for now, it's pretty much everything I can show you. As I said, I'm a bit sorry that I couldn't really give you a better time lapse this time. I completely did this in like an hour and 2 or so, but I completely forgot to record. It's my bad. I just totally missed out on that. However, I really hope you enjoyed this first episode of Planet Raw, and I hope you enjoyed the idea of this series. And you basically want to have a POV at the end of this video, don't you? It's not smoothed out yet and stuff, so please enjoy it the way it is. I will stop talking over it, but I just want to end my little outro here before I'm giving you the rest of the POV. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy the series. I hope you enjoyed the idea. And remember, you can win a Planet Coaster car game. If you keep commenting in this and the next episode, you will be randomly picked, hopefully, and then you win the core game of Planet Coaster. So tell your friends, share it online to people you think they might want to have the game and who do not own it yet, because it's still a great game to buy now, and also in its original core status. So yeah, I hope to see you in the next episode as well, and until then, keep liking, keep sharing, and keep watching the other videos I do, and also see you in the next episode, and have a great day, guys. Bye bye. And now enjoy the POV. Here we go, and jump in. There we go. Okay, shut up. Bye bye.
We should be hiding out wherever we may find love that's flowing.